Welcome back to PTI. I'm your host, James Ehrenstein, here with Dominic Gomez and Jared Lessing. Today we'll be arguing over two topics. The first one, who will win the MLB World Series this year in 2021? We're going to start with you, Dominic. Who do you think will win the World Series?
The two teams that will come out of the American League and National League will be the Houston Astros and the San Francisco Giants. I feel like the Astros have enough hitters to beat any team that can with just their hitters, but they have great pitching with McCullers, Greinke, and Garcia, and they improved the bullpen out of the off the trade deadline. And for the Giants, I think the two teams obviously are and the Giants and the Dodgers, because the Padres have been losing because of Fernando's injury, and they haven't had a great offense without him. So, and I think the Giants will beat the Dodgers in the series because they own the Dodgers in this regular season. I know that's before the Turner and Scherzer trade, but I feel like the Giants are a well-rounded team that still beat the Dodgers.
Dominic, I'm going to have to disagree with you on both teams, actually. My pick in the NL is the Brewers. I think their three-headed monster of a pitching rotation with Freddie Peralta, Corbin Burns, and Brandon Woodruff is going to take them all the way. That's a really tough trio to beat in a playoff series. I think Corbin Burns has been one of the best pitchers in the MLB this year and is one of the best pitchers overall. I think that will take them all the way to the World Series, if not winning it. And then in the AL, I'm going to have to pick the Rays. I think they have a very good manager in Kevin Cash. He knows how to use a bullpen in the playoffs. We saw it last year. They came very close to winning a World Series. They lost to a loaded Dodgers team who's still loaded right now. I just don't think they can beat the Brewers, so I'm going to have to pick the Rays.
Yeah, but last year the Astros didn't have Alvarez for any of the season, and they didn't have any of the pitching as they did last year. So I feel and they took the Rays to Game 7. So I feel like now with Alvarez, Tucker improving from last year, Altuve definitely not close to MVP candidate, but still a high All-Star. Last year was horrible. I think they can easily take the Rays on a Game 7 World Series. A Game 2, Game 7, and in the NL, I think Milwaukee is an amazing pitching core, but I feel like they have to have some hitters because Dodgers also have an amazing pitching core. So if Milwaukee and the Dodgers played in the series, I feel like the Dodgers would easily take that because I think they have way better hitting than Milwaukee, and they still have I feel like Milwaukee has the same amount of pitching core.
Okay. Well, now we're going to move on to our second topic. Who will win the NFC East? It's been one of the worst divisions in football over the past few years. So who do you think will win it this year, Jared?
I'm going to have to go with the Cowboys. I think they have by far the best offense in that division. Definitely better than the Giants and the football team, who both have loaded defenses. Just I don't think they're as loaded as the Cowboys' offenses. And I think that's what it's going to come down to. In these division matchups, which I think will decide the division, I think the Cowboys are going to be able to run all over the Giants. They have a poor front seven, at least compared to the football team. And the Cowboys are going to be able to explode in those games, scoring high points. And then against the football team, I think they'll be able to take those games easily. The football team do not have a good quarterback. Ryan Fitzpatrick sometimes plays incredibly, sometimes he throws 5 picks. So I think the Cowboys are going to run away with the division.
I disagree. I think Washington will win the division. I think picking up Curtis Samuel has been big for Washington. He's been dealing with some injuries, but I think he'll be there. I think the Cowboys defense, I know they got Michael Parsons, Keanu O'Neal, and Malik Hooker, but I don't think that's in us. But the cornerbacks are not good. I know the Washington defense is top 5, but I know the offense has some question marks. But I feel like they can have a good offense with Gibson, Samuel, Terry McLaurin, and Sims. And I feel like if the offense is just above average, I think they can just win the division because I feel like Washington's schedule is a little bit more easier than the Cowboys do.
I think the difference between these teams right now is you know what you're going to get from the Cowboys. You're going to get an extremely above average offense, probably elite, maybe top 5 in the league, but you're going to get a well below average defense. From the football team, yeah, maybe you'll get a top 5 defense, top 10 in my opinion, but you really have no clue what you're getting from that offense. And I just think looking at the way their roster is constructed, it may not fit Ryan Fitzpatrick as well as people are hoping right now. So I don't think they'll be able to get as many wins with that offense.
Yeah, but at the end of the season last year, the Washington offense improved by a lot, even with Taylor Heineke. So I feel like that can help a lot.
All right, well, that is it for the debates. Thank you, Dominic and Jared. And that is the end of the show. Signing off, James Zarenstein.